back in Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Where we last left off, we kinda lost everyone. And woke up on a beach. So let's go on over to this Bonita Vista and see what's going on here. Well, first things first, we have a bank, but I already emptied out my wallet, so I'm good. We'll talk to Miss Robin and see what's going on there in a moment. Hooray! Dad's back home. Ah, young Jimmy. Still on your adventure? How I envy you, young man. Adventure is only my name. It goes, Captain Fish, in a tiny, high-pitched voice. But alas, I'm afraid I hit some inclement weather out in the open water. Then I hit a reef, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of sea turtles. Oh, and I ended up in some guy's house. Long story short, the sea worm was wrecked beyond repair. Worst part is the bottom part thingy. The hole. Yes, the hole is torn open like a bag of my favorite chips. So I'm afraid I'll be here for a while with my wife and daughter. I assure you, they're quite wonderful. Just not much for adventure, I'm afraid. This better be the end of my husband's adventures. Do you know how long it's been since Guppy and I have seen him? When I first met him, this kind of thing was exciting, but he's got a family now. He needs to be responsible for once. My beautiful beach house, destroyed by this repulsive green monstrosity. Captain Fish, you have committed an unforgivable sin. You will be struck down by the elegant swordplay of Lagrange. Can you believe he just walked by with only a quick, "Sorry, old chap"? How carefree. How honorless. I'm a former Legato Knight, you know. I deserve a certain level of respect. What's that? The Legato Knights are getting back together? Oh, well, might as well go back. My life was a never-ending vacation until Captain Fish stumbled into it. Captain Fish, my blood feud with you will have to wait. First and foremost, I am a Legato Knight. So I think once you round all of them up, you're able to fight the Queen. She's one of the hidden bosses of the game. The girl is sobbing quietly. Here, I'll give you something to cry about. Okay. We'll assume she learned her lesson. Like, why are you looking at me? Okay. The girl looks at Jimmy funny, so he lets go. Jimmy feels a little embarrassed. Are you lost, little boy? You tell me. The girl looks at Jimmy funny, so he lets go. He feels a little embarrassed. The girl says nothing, so Jimmy pulls back. Jimmy's hands feel wet and clammy after touching her. Why didn't you even send a letter? Come on, Timothy. Things have been so busy. Busy? You just lay around on the beach all day. Mom was devastated. We all were. Couldn't you take a little time to get in touch with us? We're your family. I've made a new life for myself here, Timothy. With Janet. Love you, babe. Love you too, babe. You're a coward. Hi again. Can I get you something, Jimmy? So you have the weighted frisbee, which is worth getting. This actually could be really good for Lars. Andrew only. Who's Andrew? I almost kind of remember some sort of party member named Andrew, but who was that exactly? Anyway, we can get souvenir t-shirts, Rough House. That actually could be really cool. And these have gone up in price again. Like, it's really disappointing that you have to pay this much for a 25% heal. I was kind of hoping, hey, these cap out at a certain point, and then higher tier items come up. Something that gives you a lot more than 25% regen. So let's see. I'm just gonna grab everything and come back. It's so sunny here. Let me know if you need if you see any handsome birds of paradise. Welcome to the First Bank of Grouse, a subsidy of Accelerated Dynamics Corporation. Current balance is 35 grand. take a frisbee, an umbrella, 2 souvenir t-shirts, 1 roughhouse, 1 moon, 1 spaceship. Wow. Jeez. So I had all that money, and now I don't. So we're gonna put this back on the off chance I can get a little bit of interest somewhere. And now the important thing, after you buy equipment, equip it. Weighted frisbee. So Jimmy has a lot of attack power. Souvenir t-shirt's gonna give him a little bit better defense. I'm gonna do this one just in case I need to grift for a little while to get some money back. Actually, I'm not gonna do that on camera. If I need to grift, I'll do it elsewhere. So the shoe inserts give you speed. Like, when the time comes where I want to grift, like no tomorrow, I want the double-sided coin plus the thing that I currently have. That'll make things a little bit better. As is, I'm gonna take the spectacles until we get his father back, whatever his name was. If only I could remember. Plus, it gives him something to remember his dad by. So, this is a pretty big boost for Lars. It gives him magic defense, this gives him regular defense. So I'm gonna ditch Crush for the time being to give him Roughhouse, because I think that AoE can be extremely handy. Because if you're gonna get Jimmy's dad back, that's a ton of AoE to grind with. You can use the Thermal Bomb, the Roughhouse, any one of Jimmy's AoE moves and just mow crap down fast. Anyway, he must be Timothy's friend. I don't talk to him or sisters much anymore. It's hard for him to accept what Janet and I have. That's okay. I'm happy here now. Pull yourself together, man. You might think I'm just some tiny little mouse, but I'm stronger than that. You've got no idea what I've been through. Get your hands off me. I should smack him twice for that. Janet Mouse has a nice ring to it, huh? I'm just waiting for him to pop the question. Don't hold your breath, babe. Better watch yourself, young man. My boyfriend won't just stand by and let you do that to me. He just did. Don't listen to Lovey. She's a big dumb liar and everyone knows it. Ghosts? Oh boy, I'm glad this part of the beach isn't haunted. Hey, I heard a rumor. Want to hear it? Sure. It's a long time ago some girls were on a school field trip over on the eastern side of the beach, you know, before people started dumping their trash and stuff over there. Anyway, they were doing the old fun in the sun routine, having a blast, and decided to go out in the ocean, but you see, this one girl, she couldn't really swim. But they kept bugging her and stuff. Really made her feel like a gross little goblin for not getting in the ocean with them, and she was too shy to say she couldn't swim. So, well, she got in. They weren't very far in, so it wasn't a big deal, but she got all nervous and stuff, and then swoosh! A big wave made her fall over, and she got pulled in by the undertow. It was a major league scandal. Her parents were on TV crying, and so were the other girls, and they were like, we didn't know, and stuff. So the cops or Coast Guard or something looked and looked, but they never found her, so she probably drowned and stuff. But then there's a twist. Years and years later, after the beach was covered in trash and junk, someone who looked just like her was seen walking from the ocean. Do you get it? That was definitely her ghost. Was that spooky? I'm not very good at scary stories. I agree. Can't keep your hands off me, huh? Can't say I blame you. Shaky and Lovey adds points to your luck stat. Don't believe me? Go ahead and check. Help. Help. Nailed it. Yo, kid. Kid's uncle. Yo. Cool. Glad we could get acquainted. Looks like we're all okay. Huh? Look. Dropped in the ocean. Turns out I forgot I couldn't swim. Bravia makes you do dumb things. Look. We could stand here criticizing each other all day if you want. Like, look at this guy. He's giving me so much material, I don't even know where to begin. Hey. But I'm not gonna do that. Not my style. Too classy for that noise. But open your ears, kid, cause here comes the big news. I'm talking front page story. Punch Tanaka's gonna help you out. I know, I know. Why is this lone wolf with the heart of a lion helping a lowly little kid like me? Truth is, I don't really understand it myself. All I know is I blanked out for a while, and when I woke up, I felt like I owed you. It's like you helped me realize who I am. Man, that sounds weird to say. Well, whatever. Guess I'm weird. Anyway, my gang's long gone, I'm looking to get a new one. And guess what? You two are gonna be my first new members. How's that sound? You seem a lot cooler to me. A lot cooler than me. We're busy. We're looking for the rest of our family. Hey, Uncle Kid, don't worry. Just like a wolf mother looks after her pack, so too does Punch Tanaka. Now, my first order of business as your new boss is to find your family. Sound good, boys? Good. Let's pack it up and head into the sunset. Okay. So behold, Punch Tanaka has joined the group. Called a blackjack because head bonker wasn't cool enough. Leather vest. You probably could get him a t-shirt. So... can I see his move? Yeah. Does he have anything AoE? Counter stance, called shot. Huh. Shakedown's cool. You can't take the street out of the thug. And then the same move that what's-his-face used. It's like there's another party member I just can't remember. Anyway. Manual-wise, we will give him first aid so that he can do some clutch healing. Then we'll give him crush for now. Trinket-wise, we'll give him that since we'll have him doing the shakedowns for the time being. And we'll give him a double-sided coin. Oh, right. Personality. Increased steal rate. Streets rub off on you, you know. So, as is for this group, I need to basically be the healer. So, this will give me... let's see. We'll have the wake-up move. Do I not have the AoE? Let's see, flower skills. So I have pep talk. Okay, I do have comforting smile. And then the nice thing about this is as I level up this form, it's going to give me a little bit more MP. Basically every 5 levels I can use one of these spells again. Otherwise, let's see... Imagination, high five and combust. Does this innately have high five, I wonder? Because I know that's normally a goon move. So I'm just going to put hyperactivity here and see if that changes. And yeah, it did disappear, so we need to keep the high five on there. So the whole reason why I talked to Lovey was to warn you guys. There is a super boss, well, I don't know if you want to call it a super boss exactly, but there's an optional boss that appears here in random battles. So be very careful. So we need to go bird form here. Dead whale. But anyway, due to that boss, I do not recommend grinding here. And there's the dead whale in question. It's him! What's his name? Well, that was probably my lowest moment. I'm sorry you had to see me like that, son. It's good to see you're safe and sound. I'll have to have a talk with your brother the next time I see him. And what are you doing here? You buffoon? You dolt! You Neanderthal! You brainless idiopod! Whoa there, fish guts. Just because you're the kid's dad doesn't mean I can't teach you a lesson. A lesson in fists. I can probably beat you up is what I'm saying. Go ahead. You might have doomed us all anyway. What are you talking about, Papa Kid? Jimmy, assuming that the secret knowledge hasn't been irreparably damaged from its time in the ocean, we might still have a chance. When I dove into the ocean, it was floating right there in front of me. I almost got it, but I was swept up into the industrial fishing net, and well, you saw the results. It's not out of the question that the same fishing company also managed to pick up the secret knowledge. Let's hurry. I won't even inquire as to why this cretin is following you. Good to see you too. Hey, kid. Don't tell your dad, but he smells pretty awful. I don't remember what I had him using. Give him this for now. Give him the third eye. Shoe inserts. Thermal bomb. So we have a new grifter. I'm going to give Black Spiral to him. And unless I get really worked over here, I'm not actually going to go back and buy a new armor for Andrew. But I do need to stay in Sunflower form to heal the team. I'm a little surprised there aren't any random encounters here of all places. $900 EXP. You can steal something from the one fisherman guy. I don't know if I'm going to show that fight. I usually say this as a reminder. The whole point of it, in case you're wondering, is when I'm editing, I will sometimes check after the fight to see what the status is. Sparkles, Moxie points, work uniform. I'm going to give this to Punch because he kind of got worked over. Let's see. Yeah, that's a lot better for him. So anyway, I'll listen to see if there's any notes that I left behind, and that's usually my reminder that, hey, don't cut this out. But sometimes I do miss them. But Jimmy and his dad are just two-shotting everything. Wow. So you can do some hardcore grinding here. Snackos should be like a full HP heal, the other one should be a full MP heal. I'm assuming they probably don't let you leave. That fight was worth over 1,000 EXP, man. Like, I am really tempted to sit here and just do some grinding. Problem is, I'm a little pressed for time, so we're gonna put power forward. Here's what you're looking for as per our agreement. What a ratty book. A bunch of cutbacks must be pretty harsh if you're going to teach out of that old thing. Throb, throb. Haha. Well, we got our share of bureaucrats here too, let me tell you. Well, it's been fun catching up. If you'll excuse me, it's about closing time, and I have some work to do before I head home. Okay, we actually did need the hit points. Fish knife. Smells like what it's used for. Oops. So that actually lowers his magic attack. That is Jimmy only. That one lowers his magic attack. His defenses, so yeah, the only one that's good on is Punch. I don't even know if he does have anything that's magical outside of the books that you give him. This form should be on the verge of leveling. one thing I should point out is I'm not really healing as much as I thought I would be, so I'm wondering, should I go to a different form? Hey little boy, shouldn't you be in school right now? My friend is the principal over there. His name is... can't remember. Weird. Anyway, we've got heavy machinery here, so this is no place for a child. We do offer tours. Tell your parents and we'll show you around the factory the right way. If you're that interested, maybe one day you could be cool enough to be the manager of the number 3 fish processing facility in all of Shinryu, like yours truly. Jimmy is feeling inspired. I'll check the... I might show that fight. The vending machine is kind of interesting. You can steal stuff from it, and there's even a chance your hand gets stuck in it. Luckily, you didn't have to call the fire department to get out of it, so there is that, but... Basically, I had Jimmy and Punch doing some hardcore grifting. Form-wise, we are going to go Vampire, I think. The enemies here deal a lot of damage, so there's also a case to be made for going for... Hello. Probably wondering why a fish is talking to you. Don't worry, I'm actually a magic fish. I've seen you many times throughout your journey. In a way, it feels as if we are already travel companions. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. You see, I had a crushing premonition of my own gruesome death. I was caught in a giant net, you see, and I believe I will soon be mashed into paste and eaten by many different people. So I need your help. Please take me with you. I must return to the home of my ancestors in Shinryu. I won't ask you to take me for free. As a magic fish, I can grant you one wish for helping me. What would you like to wish for? It really smells like fish here. How humorous. I was just talking with my friends about us. How, to us, you humans actually stink. Oh, no offense. It's just how it is. Anyway, I'll make sure to give you something nice and Shinryu. So now we have a magic fish. I just had the weirdest feeling of deja vu. Okay, the guy's actually arcane worked over here. I have 3,000. I'm wondering, do I actually want to get the MP heal? It's a bit of a walk. So before doing this, I want to burn up what's left of Jimmy's MP. We'll do a self high five. And there we go. I have a feeling if I actually stuck to Goon for a little while, I probably could get really close to getting Grift. Apparently the vending machine has anti-theft protocol, which is hilarious in and of itself. This should lead us to the toy box. That's interesting. You know, that's kind of how I imagine fish sticks are made. Disembodied eyes. Next opponent will be asleep. We get the Rhythm Factory, which, this soundtrack isn't really as good as some of the others, I'd say. Got a Marvelous point in that fight. I'm still really far behind if I want to get the Marvelous items this game. Jimmy, it appears that the Pulsating Mass has obtained the secret knowledge. This is obviously a catastrophe. But it also tells us something important. The secret knowledge is powerful enough to scare the Pulsating Mass. It's so frightened that it had to obtain the secret knowledge to prevent us from getting it first. Also, it appears much more likely that the book itself isn't damaged beyond repair, otherwise the Pulsating Mass wouldn't need to keep it from us. I've begun to formulate a strategy. Shinryu is nearby. Let's find a place to rest there. Phew. Sounds like a good plan. Yes. By the way, you do not want to fight on the beach. Other than the boss, there's the whole awkward thing where Jimmy doesn't want to attack the women. I can probably try to do one fight there and hope I can trigger it without actually running into the boss. And in the event I do run into the boss, let's see, Mrs. Robin should have moved on by now. Yep, it's now an egg. Walking's for chumps. Ask Lars. So if you look, Jimmy's afraid. He won't actually attack them. It's up to you guys, all your other guys, to rough them up and stuff. Bingo. Oh, Punch! You had one job, man! You can see they're not a scary fight by any stretch of the imagination. Conversely, they also pay next to nothing. So I'm gonna go grab that ball, and then I will see you guys next time. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Okay, so this is the boss beach babe, the ghost. I wanted to steal the beach ball. This is literally right after the Bonita Vista video has ended, and here I friggin' am. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. This thing has 10,000 hit points, and it has a lot of instant death stuff they can do. I don't think I have a way to reliably startle her, so I don't think this is possible to win without luck. Nothing to steal. We'll do the toxicosis thing. So right there is her death move. If you can startle her, she'll drop him. In reality, I'm just going to revive him when the time comes. You actually did have to steal something, it was like, that sucks. I'm gonna do pulverizing light. To actually maximize my damage, I need to do crush first. There he goes. That time I did not get a lucky crit. He did. Get up, Punch. You have so much to live for. That... No. So Jimmy's out for a little while. Hate to have to waste an item like this, but desperate times. Wow. So that actually did just save me, the afraid thing. So Punch can revive Jimmy and hopefully turn this around a bit. We're going to high-five him so that he'll be guaranteed to survive. I don't know if that resets the timer or not. I'm trying to think if there's a form that would better serve me right now. I actually need to stay in flower to revive him once they drown. smile on the off chance someone's gonna die ahead of time, which would actually be a good thing, believe it or not. 1, 2. Crud, this could be bad because Punch isn't that healthy. Alarm clock Jimmy. Pep talk Andrew. We'll use the alarm clock on Lars. Keep in mind, if you could startle her, this would be so much easier, safer, and ultimately cheaper to pull off. Hold on a second. Punch, wake up. I have to do the smile here just because everyone's so highly mangled at the moment. I'm gonna leave Andrew down so that I can revive him the next time drowning happens. Just need to remember to pick him up before we finish this. Time to wake up Andrew. Oh my god. So Lars is dead here. Have to burn another alarm clock. Now Punch is dead. Get him up. Game Punch up because Jimmy's gonna be going down next turn. I don't really want to kill her just yet. I want to wake up Jimmy first. So if you go ahead and get Buck back first, this is so much easier and technically safer. But if you want to do it now, this is how expensive the damn fight is. And I did kind of spoil things a little bit for you, saying, yeah, Buck is coming back. You probably imagined that anyway. So yeah, I'm going to splice this into the end of that video. Once the beach babe is down, you're safe to raid that beach. She'll never come back. Main thing to know is that she is undead, so abuse that pulverizing light and sunshine and becomes a little bit tolerable. So yeah, not even close to being worth it. Anyway, I'm the hero of light. Thanks for watching and goodbye. Okay, so one other thing. I went ahead and beat the beach babe. I talked to the crying girl here. She said thank you. There's something on the ground. Bronze Jimmy. So, Bronze Jimmy is a wild card for the... No. Actually, a princess from a faraway country got more important things to worry about. Bronze Jimmy is a wild card for any of the set pieces. So say you have 3/4 of a set, you don't know where to get that last piece, what have you, or even 4/5 of a set, 5/6, as long as you're missing one piece. That Bronze Jimmy is a wild card. It will fill in that missing slot and give you the bonus from the set as a result. So Bronze Jimmies are very valuable. In that regard, I guess you could say the side quest was worth it, but I'm still kind of skeptical.